Welcome to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Ohio Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Chanticleers will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just feeds the running back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Taken down right away. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. Here's some daylight. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Quarterback will keep it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Coastal!
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. the Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hold and fired complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick give. Nice move there. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. And the Chanticleers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Finds his man. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll operate out of split backs. Wants to throw one first. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun. Still looking to his right. Just gets rid of that one.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. Punt is on its way. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's Lopez to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The shot that clears headed quickly to the line. Lopez wants to fire. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. Lopez. Grabs it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to establish the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Picked off! What a play by this defense! The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown, Coastal.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Takes over the Bobcat offense, heads to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Lopez to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll ride him again. Runs through a tackle. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On target to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
They'll test the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Buying a little time to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so...
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Go Ducks. EA Sports is in the game.
Welcome to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Ohio Bobcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Chanticleers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hands it off. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got some green grass. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bobcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Right at the line. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Reels it in. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush right in his face. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Perry. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to the ground game on the left. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Ninja. Hawkeye. Kill. 8-14 choice.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long.
22.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Throwing right. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The shot that clears, moving quickly to the line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The shot that clears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Quick give. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Going to the ground. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Lopez. Right down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll go to the air. They're all over him. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the gun, stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Coastal! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready.
This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Here comes the offense on first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the right. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Hey, kill it, kill it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Lopez to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Goes high to pull it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Lopez to pass. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. Moves to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Got him on the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got him quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Lopez, play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Needs it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Lopez. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. On the move. Quarterback gets past the marker. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors and our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's lead off with the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the number 7 team, the Missouri. Tigers.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
And it's the Wolfpack, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half.
Just smothered on the play.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Makes the grab. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd down, going to throw it. Buys time to his left. And into the end zone. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Stepping to the right. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And off from the shotgun. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Got it, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Here's Lopez to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Working the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Chanticleer!
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They were all over it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49.
Kill, kill, kill. 496 tsunami. 496 tsunami. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw for it. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the shot to clears are in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Throwing, Lopez. He's got his man across the middle. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The shot to clears had this offense rolling. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need to...
Snags it, and he's open. He stepped, flying the friendly skies. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. And the shot to clears will have it 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Buying time to his right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink.
Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Makes the grab on the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Bridge. Mustang.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 40. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. The give on the counter. It's a fumble on the play. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Ready. Ice. Stay. Ninja. Put hard.
From the gun, looking for a man. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll try to get the first through the air. Look out! And they got him.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Snapped on fourth down. Still looking to his right. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Excellent discipline by this defense. They keep everything in front of him, and they make the big fourth down stop. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
They're in the gun on third down. It's Lopez. Left side, it's Gardner. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Wilson. Green, 1-9 Packer. Green, 1-9.
They go play action with Lopez. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
Motion from the back. Lopez. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the stomping has commenced. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverage.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's Lopez to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, shot to clear. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the delay, it's Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's changing the play. Needs it here on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
On the move, he fires. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The give. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line. And let's see what they do now on 4th down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.